This week's discussion, number 9, is the human form. This week's chapters were 15 and 16, which primarily focused on how the portrayal and depiction of the human form has evolved historically. The Paleolithic period was the first on record of humans sculpting and creating designs of sophisticated art. The tools that were used were crude, and they weren't refined whatsoever. The sculptures that they made were between 2.5 inches to 4.5 inches in height, and were primarily of women. Some thought they were created as religious talismans representing the Earth Mother. As you can see here, they're very small, but they're detailed, and you know that the features that are shown in the image are of a woman. There's another that was created during the Paleolithic period. It is small in stature. It doesn't have many facial features, but you can definitely tell that it is indeed a woman. As civilization grew and agriculture came around and civilization progressed, tools that were used to create sculptures evolved as well. If you fast forward to the Egyptian civilization, Egyptian sculpture is characterized by compact, solidly structured figures that embody qualities of strength and geometric clarity. The sculptures of the statues, especially the one I'm about to show you, of a king and a queen, the sculptor paid considerable attention to human anatomy, but stayed within traditionally prescribed geometric schemes, which resulted in the union of naturalism and abstractism. This is the sculpture created during the Egyptian time period of the king and queen. Their poses are rigid, but you can tell there is a definite geometric pattern, balance that they had, that they stayed within a certain pattern. If you go towards fast forward to the Greek civilization, when it entered its classical phase, which differed from the Egyptian sculpture of human form, they emphasized more relaxed human sculptures, but sculpting humans, they paid attention to their anatomy specifically. They took pride in depicting what they thought was the ideal human form. So, although they did carve sculptures for religion, for the Greek gods, they did make sculptures of heroes, or who they thought were heroes, and they paid special attention to their anatomy, and they created great detail, more relaxed poses. You can tell this knee's bent, his arm is holding something while his other opposing arm is in a relaxed state. His face is relaxed, but his body is contoured. He has an abdomen that's defined, and pectoral muscles that are defined, and shoulder muscles that are defined, all the way down to his feet. They're defined, and it almost looks as if he was in the process of moving while they were chiseling the sculpture. They had incredible detail. I personally like the Egyptian time period in their sculptures. I liked how they used bronze on a lot of their sculptures. As you can see here, this was a bronze sculpture of the head of a ruler. I can't pronounce his name, but I really liked the bronze work that they did when featuring rulers and kings and such.